Underneath this elephant probably isn't the safest place to be, but I want a golden shower.
Yeah, dude.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I have vomited on television and in film more than any person who's ever lived. There's not even any debate about that. The fact that the Guinness Book of World Records still snubs me year after year is a travesty. But I am now going to get into my 10 most disgusting stunts ever. Let's go.
I'm Steve-O, and this is the fart mask.
This one requires a little bit of explanation. I couldn't even smell anything coming through that hose, but the mere idea of it being disgusting was enough to make me vomit. As a matter of fact, we had to shoot this one twice because I vomited before we even got started the first try. I just have a very active imagination. That's why I'm such a premature ejaculator. If something seems like it might be sexy, and if something seems like it might be gross, all right, this one goes all the way back to the very beginning. When Jackass first started, I was living in Florida, and I made a deal with our director, Jeff Tremaine, that if I came up with an idea to shoot in every single state between Florida and California, he would fly out a production crew to follow me for the whole drive. I pooped in a bag. I threw it at the van that was driving behind and literally got it all over that van. It was the most accurate throw ever. But I'm not even counting that as a disgusting stunt. That was just on the way to go eat Roadkill. I thought it was gross, but if you think about it, it was really just cooked food. But with me in my head, it was a definite barfarama.
How was it?
Good, guys.
Our next one is undeniably disgusting. Preston Lacey, all wrapped up in like saran wrap or something to catch his sweat, and I'm gonna drink a shot of it. Oof. I think I barfed before the shot glass even made it to my lips.
Chug that whole thing.
That was a sweatsuit cocktail.
At the end of the first Jackass movie, Bam said, "Didn't you drink wine off a dude's ass crack?"
You drank wine off of a dude's ass crack.
No, I drank beer through a dude's hairy butt crack.
Butt crack beer, dude!
I won't even count this one, but that reminds me of being in India and the guy with the Guinness World Record longest fingernails. We poured beer down him, and that made me barf. But it was just beer and fingernails. All right, maybe it's pretty gross. That happened in India, as well as the next 2 items on our most disgusting list, starting with me getting peed and pooped on by an elephant.
Underneath this elephant probably isn't the safest place to be, but I want a golden shower.
Not a lot to explain here. I crawled under, and it did its thing.
It's pooping too!
Then I chased Jeff Tremaine around trying to give him a pee and poo hug. Knox always wanted me to stick my head entirely up an elephant's butthole, and that's the closest we ever got. If you're wondering why do I have so much footage in India, it's because we filmed Jackass #2 there and like 3 episodes of Wild Boys. During the Wild Boys filming in India, we met a guy who has elephantitis of the feet. Like big, fat, bloated feet, and he was definitely not wearing shoes. So when Pontius and I licked his feet, that was more disgusting than the elephant pee and poo because it was actually going in my mouth. I mean, I'm licking it. This next one also happened while we were filming Wild Boys in Louisiana. We met a guy named Dick Dickerson who loved to chew tobacco. So he's spitting his spit, and of course, it was a no-brainer that I had to drink his tobacco spit.
You're in for a treat.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I was able to actually swallow it,
I actually drank some.
but just the fact that that went in my mouth is so god-awful.
Old Dick Dickerson got me again.
This next one, I rode a unicycle into what I called Pooh River because it was like a sewage runoff or something. Oh, it was just stagnant, gross water, and I was barfing so much for so long. It was kind of notable. In the second to last position, we have what is probably my most famous stunt.
I'm Steve-O, and this is the Poo Cocktail Supreme.
Where they had cranes and a porta potty pulled down with bungee cords, which was released. So when it hit the apex of its flight and came down, all the poo came out. And that poo was dog poo, which production purchased from a company called We Do Doo Doo that actually sells as much shit as you want.
Oh my God.
Bam was really fast. I tried to chase him down and give him a poo hug. He got away. That smell stuck on me like after numerous showers. Dog poo is gnarly.
We're campaigning in Orlando, Florida, and this is the Rube Goldberg Test. Don't expect it to work.
We're gonna finish off on one of my least known stunts because it was a big production that was supposed to be the end of the first Jackass movie, but the whole thing got replaced with the thing where they dressed us all up as old men. The original ending was called Rube Goldberg, which means like a chain of events triggered by certain things, and each cast member got a certain thing. Mine was a dunk tank filled with straight rotten entrails of animals. When it comes down to gross stuff, like, that was arguably biohazardous. Like, oof, I was in there just, and there you have it. I don't even know if that was 10 things, but I do know that I am on my Super Dummy tour, and you are gonna love this show. Here are the dates that I've got coming up, and while they scroll, we'll give you a look at the tour bus, and give you the option to watch my unbelievable history with Chris Pontius right here. Yeah, dude.